Hi, hello, good evening. The next chapter, seventh chapter, coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. In this, you need to remember the formulas. First one, distance formula. Distance between two points. The 2 points A x1 y1, B x2 y2. Then the distance AB we called as root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, or we can also write root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. If it is a square, then x1 minus x2 whole square equal to x2 minus x1 whole square, both are same. This is the distance formula. By using this formula, it is very important. You have to identify, if they given three vertices of a triangle, you have to identify which type of triangle. If they are given quadrilateral, four vertices if they are given, you have to identify which type of quadrilateral, whether it is a square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram. Like that you have to identify. If they are given this type of questions, you have to find six distances for quadrilaterals and three distances for triangles. Based on that, you have to identify which type of the triangle. And the next formula, section formula. So by using this section formula, if they given line segment joining AB, A x1 y1, B x2 y2, if P is a point x comma y dividing the line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2, then you have to find the P point coordinates, P x comma y. How to write this? See, m1 x2 plus m2 x1, P x comma y equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. Next, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. This is the problems. Here sometimes they will give the P point coordinates. You have to identify the ratio. We need to find the ratio. For that also you can use the same formula and find. And also you have to identify, and the next formula, midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is nothing but x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. It divides equally. In section formula only, divides equally means 1:1 ratio, then you will get the midpoint formula. In this chapter, mainly you have to remember the x-axis and y-axis. Let us consider the total blackboard is a plane. In this plane, the horizontal line we called as x-axis and the vertical line we called as y-axis. So that these two lines are mutually perpendicular lines. These two mutual perpendicular lines can divide the total plane into 4 equal parts. Each part is called quadrants. It is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. In first quadrant, the points should be like this: x comma y, both are positive. In second quadrant, minus x comma y. In third quadrant, both negative, minus x minus y. In fourth quadrant, x comma minus y. So this is origin. Origin point coordinates are 0 comma 0. If any point lies on the x-axis, the general point on x-axis is x comma 0. Very important, try to remember. If the general point on y-axis is 0 comma y, is 0 comma y. Whether it is positive or negative, generally we will take the point on x-axis is x comma 0, the point on y-axis is 0 comma y, and the origin point coordinates are 0 comma 0. And you have to identify, if they given graph, you have to find the particular point. Locating the point also you have to practice. Okay, thank you.